Hello everyone, welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie and today's case is based on Faloma Luhk and Maleina Luhk. So these are two people that has gone missing. So I'm going to tell you the research that I had found and then the tarot side of it. Okay, let's dive in. So Faloma Luhk was born on February the 9th, 2001. She was born in Saipan in northern Maleina Islands. She has brown hair and also brown eyes. She's 5'1", weighing 90 pounds. She is an Asian Pacific Islander. She is also an American. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $25,000 for the information leading to the whereabouts of Faloma and Maleina Luhk. Faloma has last seen wearing a light green shirt with a butterfly design and blue jeans. Faloma and Maleina were last seen at the bus stop near their home in the village as of Teo Saipan in northern Mariana Islands on May the 25th, 2011. The sisters' ages were 10 and 9 at the time of the disappearance, and they were waiting for the school bus to arrive and have not been seen since that time. When the girls didn't return home from school at the usual 3:30, their grandparents then called the school only to find out that the girls never made it to school. They called the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Island Police, the CNMI, and filed a missing persons reports. The FBI became involved in the investigation and sent 20 agents to the Saipan to investigate. They discovered that the grandparents had been raising the girls since 2007 when their parents had left the country for their better work. So their mother, Jermaine Quitayuga, lived in Guam, and their father, Luhk Luhk, had lived in Micronesia. Both were verified to have been outside of Saipan when the crime had occurred. The Police Contact Information Department of the Public Safety, CNMI, Leon Guerrero, which is the captain. The number is 670-664-9042, and the FBI information is FBI Field Office Division, Honolulu, on 808-566-4300. And Maleina Luhk was born on February the 13th, 2002 in Saipan, northern Mariana Islands. She has brown hair, brown eyes. She's 4 foot and 65 pounds. She's also an Asian Pacific Islander and an American. Maleina has a birthmark that is on her left cheek, and Maleina was last seen wearing a white blouse and blue jeans. So that is what I could find on this research so far. I can't find anything else as of yet. So this is where I decided to do a tarot card reading on this case, and there is 4 specific questions each. So number 1, what happened to Faloma? 2, what happened to Maleina? 3, who's involved in the disappearance of Faloma? 4, who's involved in the disappearance of Maleina? Then we have number 5, where is Faloma? 6, where is Maleina? 7, what is the final outcome to be for Faloma's case? 8, what is the final outcome to be for Maleina Luhk's case? So what happened to Faloma Luhk? So we have the reverse 5 of cups. So there was some disappointments and was being very afraid to open up about how she had felt. There was feelings of being ashamed and guilty and wanting to try and move on from it. 6 of Swords. There was a travel over water and leaving people and a situation behind. There was to be a acceptance to change and leaving all memories of the past behind for good. There was King of Wands. So there was a male who was outspoken, very fiery, very charismatic and impulsive, and was involved in this travel with Faloma, and he also knew exactly what he wanted at this time. Reverse Sun. So things took a bad turn and all of the bright happy moments had gone. There was a form of the struggle. world. There was overseas travel. There was to be a form of a closure. Ten of Cups. There was some happy families that was played and having the sense of joy and contentment. What happened to Maleina Luhk? Reverse Five of Cups. There was some disappointments and feeling ashamed and needing to try and confide in someone she trusts. Reverse Empress. There was a female who was overly protective and codependent and controlling that was a motherly figure. Reverse Strength. She was very vulnerable and being withdrawn. She had some explosive behavior and would lash out and have a tantrum. Reverse Sun. There was a struggle and experiencing some setbacks. Reverse Judgment. There was a past mistake and regrets involving shame and guilt. Five Pentacles. There was living in poverty and being isolated and alone. Who was involved in the disappearance of Faloma? Reverse Strength. So there was vulnerability and explosive behavior and some aggression. Reverse Eight of Cups. There was a situation in where a person was thinking, shall I stay or shall I go? And thinking whether they should trust someone or not. Reverse Knight of Pentacles. Someone had a schedule or some type of routine and had felt very, very bored. Knight of Swords. There was someone who was highly driven and action orientated and acted on their instincts. They were very motivated, and this was a male figure. Nine Pentacles. They had worked hard in their life and they live in the life of luxury and is very independent and has some peace of mind and contentment over a certain situation. Seven of Wands. They was challenged and kept fighting for what they believed in and had some supporters, and something came as a surprise. There was some kind of threat and being very much confronted. Reverse Eight of Pentacles. Things kept getting repeated until they were satisfied with the results of the outcome. Who was involved in the disappearance of Maleina Luhk? Reverse Judgment. They had past mistakes and regrets and they wanted to clear up some shame or guilt. Five Pentacles. There was some poverty and had hit a hard time and they was isolated and alone. Hangman. There was a situation that was put on hold and had some obstacle. There was ill health or a form of a breakdown that made them try to evaluate things. Reverse Strength. So there was a form of vulnerability and explosive behavior and aggression. Reverse Death. There was some resistance to change and to let the past go. There was someone that was very reluctant to let someone go. Where is Faloma? Reverse Star. There is a struggle and a loss of faith and being very much overwhelmed. Hermit. There is loneliness and being unattached and soul searching. Temperance. So there is testing the waters and having patience and balance. There's cooperation and working together to get through things. Nine of Wands. There's adversity and standing strong and being very resilient. There was some struggle. Someone had gone against her due to some form of jealousy. Three of Cups. There was a form of celebration or friendship and standing by one another, and there was a form of support. Moon. There was fears due to past experiences and a painful memory that caused a lot of distress. King of Swords. There's a male who's to confront anyone in his path that demands respect, that is detached and had a form of a reputation. Lovers. There is a couple that had some communication, that had tried gaining some trust between one another and was being very honest with one another. Nine of Cups. There's contentment and love, happiness and being pleased. Magician. There was an element of surprise, something good or bad, and there may have been involvements of a form of a religion, a cult, or some type of spirituality. Ten of Swords. There was an ending or a death where something came out of the blue, very unexpected. There was also betrayal. Ace of Cups. There was an invitation and a birth or pregnancy. Also a friendship or family connection to bloom. Where is Maleina Luhk? Reverse Six of Wands. So there was uncomfortability about public praise as she's nervous, she's been neglected and punished. Reverse Queen of Swords. There is a woman who lets her emotions get the best of her. She's cold-hearted, resentful, and isolates herself from people. Reverse Devil. There was unhealthy attachments, beliefs, and being consumed with dark negative thoughts, and has a form of addiction or a habit. Also some secrets that are being hidden. Fourth ones, there's a birthday or reunion and being around familiar people or place, and involvements of a new place. Six Pentacles, they were sharing things and having some form of support. Reverse Eight of Wands, there's frustrations and impatience. There's jumping from one thing to another. Four Cups, there's opportunities or invitation, but turning them away and being very bored and closed off. Lovers, there's a couple that has a good, honest communication going. Reverse Ace of Swords, there's some truths and a breakthrough that is also some form of exploring. Three Swords, there's hurt, pain, and frustration. What is the final outcome to be for Faloma Luhk's case? Reverse Seven of Swords, so someone's to come out about some extra marital affair, and there is to be other secrets that someone wants to be in and out, and have it out in the open. 10 Pentacles, there is to be a form of an agreement due to some money. There is to be a stable home environment and to have a foundation for the future, to bring security and stability. Queen of Wands, there is to be a female that is very courageous, determined, very fierce and optimistic that is to be involved in this in some way. Page Swords, there is to be involvement of journalism, social media. There's some knowledge to come in, causing curiosity and discovery. There is also to be an involvement of a form of a slip-up. Reverse Page of Pentacles, there is to be learning from past mistakes and having an idea, but not ready to act upon it yet. Reverse Seven of Cups, there are several choices to be faced with along with a lot of overwhelmness. Hangman, there is to be a situation where things are to be put on hold and may be out of people's hands. Reverse Devil, there is a secret that is to be revealed linking to an unhealthy habit and an addiction. What is the final outcome to be for Maleina? Reverse Seven of Swords, so someone's to come out about some hidden secret. Someone wants it to be revealed, but the other doesn't want it getting out. Reverse Hierophant, so there is to be a run-in with the authority or parents, and sticking to trusting oneself and not trusting anyone, just trusting their own selves. Reverse Star, there is to be a struggle that is involving a loss of faith. Okay then, so that is the case for today. If you enjoy my content and my videos, please like, share, subscribe and hit the notification. And until next time,